is SportsCenter.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this SportsCenter special edition of the 2014 Groomsmen Draft Show. I'm your host, John Moffa, and in the next 5 minutes, we're going to take an in-depth look at the potential suitors to join yours truly at the altar, as he says I do, in August 2015. Scouts Inc. was able to pull up a bunch of information on a lot of worthy candidates, and there's some stiff competition out there. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at our first round projections. One of the top picks in this draft has to be Ken Romano out of Locust Valley, New York. He brings a lot to the table and seems to possess all the skills you would want out of a first round pick. On the other side, Derek Jeter from Kalamazoo, Michigan. He's a champion who has a flawless reputation and a resume that speaks for itself. Let's take a closer look. Really no wrong pick here, as both guys offer a ton of benefits. Kenny a roommate of the Grooms for 3 years, so he really knows them well. Jeter's the captain of the most successful franchise in sports, but he's also on the wrong side of 40, and that's why Kenny is the pick here. On to round 2, where we have 2 fan favorites. First, out of New Hyde Park, New York, Pete Zimmerman. Pete, being one of the most genuine guys around, makes him an excellent pick for this spot. His counterpart, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today, The Rock. He's an ultimate combination of strength, personality, and athleticism, and it cannot be found elsewhere in this draft. Looking at these two, we see some sharp similarities. While the People's Elbow may edge out the Flying Taco in finishing moves, Pete's alumni status on Eric Lane holds more weight and ultimately gives him the edge. I think Zimmerman is the pick in round 2. Moving on to round 3, we have some great value left on the board. Tom Ambrose, a native New Yorker at heart, has been tearing it up down south and has the potential to add some Cajun flair to this bridal party. On the other hand, billionaire and crime fighter Bruce Wayne, who has skills and attributes that cannot be matched by anybody else in this draft. When we look at these two guys, it's clear we both know what they want. Tom has modest goals like taking over the world, while Bruce just represents justice. However, his dual role makes him a not so smart long-term investment. I think Ambrose is the choice here. In round 4, we start to look at some real bruisers. First, you gotta love the big man, Pasquale Lasella, coming out of the north side of New Hyde Park. His presence will most definitely be felt no matter where he is used. Another pick that's a possibility, Joseph Cartagena out of the Bronx, New York, also known as Fat Joe. He started out the beginning of the century strong and has a lot to prove by whoever drafts him. The stats on these guys don't lie. Fat Joe's the CEO of Tower Records, but Squall's managerial skills at Tony's Pizzeria, combined with his entrepreneurial spirit, make him the kind of guy that's right for this job. I'm going Lasella here. Round 5 is where things start to get interesting. Our first look is at Chris Viviano out of New Hyde Park. The co-owner of Imagine Events presents an intriguing selection, and he's got a lot of potential to bring to the table. On the other hand, Colin Kaepernick of the San Francisco 49ers. He's an absolute steal in this round, and he's the kind of guy a team can really fall back on. On the surface, this choice is easy. It's a no-brainer. It's Colin Kaepernick. However, Chris Viviano's continual effort to root for the New York Jets shows the kind of passion and charisma he has towards people he loves. That's why I'd give Viv the nod here. Still great options on the board in round 6. Out of Garden City South, we have Sean Mitchell, whose heart and courage are the top this draft has to offer. He's been a friend of the Groom since day one, and we know exactly what he's bringing to the table. Another potential pick here is Aaron Paul, or as most people call him, Jesse Pinkman. He's seen his popularity rise as of late and looks to be a superstar in the making. Looking closer, we see Pinkman's dangerous lifestyle could compromise the wedding. Mitchell has some temper issues, but if he can harness those feelings and show us more dance moves, he'll be the man for the job. I think Mitchell takes this one, bitch. This round is another win-win situation for the Groom. Out of Comac, New York, we have Mike DeConti, a one-of-a-kind prospect whose personality is as unique as his dance moves. He may be from Suffolk County, but he's got talent that's hard to come by. His counter choice is nobody other than Ellen DeGeneres. Her friendly personality is contagious, and she's got the makeup of somebody who's loved by everyone. Could there be 2 similar choices in this draft? I don't think so. Ellen may have the more decorated resume, but DeConti is a feasible substitute who's a focus on the dance floor and has the ability to give out free plays in times of despair. Dak is the guy here. Last but not least, we move to the 8th round. When you think of anchor, this guy comes to mind. Mitchell Roger Charchalis out of Bayport, New York. He's highly regarded for his Mick Foley demeanor and his high regard for justice. Another consideration is king of the $5 footlong, Jared Fogle. This pioneer is primed and ready to do something other than Subway commercials. Both have very strong mental makeups. Fogle is the inventor of the Subway diet, and some people claim that Charchalis mastered the alcohol diet. He's got the mindset of a champion and will make a great fit for any team. I'd say Raj makes a great pick for Mr. Not So Irrelevant. Well, that sound could only mean one thing. The picks are in. Let's take a look at the team. Overall, it doesn't seem to have any weaknesses. A bunch of characters that can provide the perfect mix of fun and support. I'd say this is one of the best bridal parties ever assembled. Well, that concludes this SportsCenter special edition of the Groomsmen Draft. I'd say this team is stacked with potential, and there's no telling where they could go in the future. Stay tuned next as the PTI guys discuss the draft and hand out grades. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night. And we're good? Alright, good. What do you think? These assholes buy it, or?
Good, because that was ridiculous.
Well, you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man.